With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead.
And it's intercepted. Gets past one man, and he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Throwing on 1st down. Bledsoe. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And all the way in for the touchdown. Herman Moore, 45 yards. And the Black Knights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And oh, it's blocked. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard, and the Titans have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And out of bounds all the way. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. First play and a first throw for Fitzpatrick.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play in the end zone on a long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline, and my coach said, so what in a scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not
What'd you miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Now, I should say, covered well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll buy some time right, and that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Still 9 remaining on second down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away.
And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. ETN bringing in another one. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitsky, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey and him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just had the big flipper and come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Titans coming hard, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He got outside the pocket there and tried to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They go to Johnson again.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Johnson running left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Johnson, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on 1st down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run.
Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson, 33 yards.
And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now the Titans will line up to go for 2. And they'll still try and run for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So the flag backed him up 5 yards to the 7. They still get the 2-point conversion, though.
Now, was that confidence in the play call they had and in their offense, or just absolute disdain for the defense?
It worked.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Cunningham. Under pressure, they got him again. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in Foxborough.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
He's not going to give you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Now a handoff. Johnson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
4th down, Vic. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Titans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Johnson running right. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown. 2 yards. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Vick's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
A big play there on the catch and run, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Earl Campbell, 35 yards. And the Patriots are back within a couple of the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 24. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Brady's going to look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's Michael Vick.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Play action now, Vick. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for New England. 48 yards.
For a quarterback, there's two sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second down and goal. Vick.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
So what can Vick do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for the two-point conversion? They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with two PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for two, but they do get it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for two here. Brady will look to throw for it. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this is secured by the Patriots. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Vick. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle, Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Campbell. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Earl Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, of that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. On first down, Brady. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
202 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On play action, now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
They go up the middle with Campbell.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, Johnson.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now here's Vic. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got
scores in the fourth quarter, and you're going to throw the football. Expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On third down, Vick.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Reggie White, what a force, got back there for the sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. They try the left side with Johnson.
210 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On third down, Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And Jennings lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this is caught by Evans.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw right away is Vic.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
We tend to give those running backs and their slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. First down, Vic. Steps away to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll give it, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Titans.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Again, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson, 45 yards.
And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
In motion right here comes Johnson. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vick being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke.
And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And some room to roam now.
74 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at this.
Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he is in to make it 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
18 Cardinal. Check 13.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. It goes play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, New England. Great effort there. 31 yards. And the Patriots get a bit closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. From the gun, Vick. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
132 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Johnson running left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Johnson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first-half lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
He finds his man complete. It's Lamb. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On play action, Vick. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now the Patriots going to use one of the With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fields this way up at the 17 and able to get this out to the 25.
Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise. Before this one, and they're paying off.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
On 4th down, Bledsoe. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. The former Bill, Mario Williams, on the stop.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's caught by Mike Evans. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Here's Brady. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. O.J. Howard, 26 yards.
And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On 1st and 10, Bledsoe. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
back to throw. Bledsoe. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 48 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson, 53 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bledsoe. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
That good for 22 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game You think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, Bledsoe. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Calvin Johnson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
And that's a terrific score. Now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole 2nd half left to play.
Yeah, we get a look at it here, but, hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
147 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Here's Johnson. Room here to run. Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Johnson with his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a short kick taking it about.
As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And they are able to...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Nashville.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And he'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got Chris Johnson. Nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson, 50 yards.
And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
it's Rodgers.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Rodgers again now. Rolling to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Brady's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. fake the handoff. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2nd and 2. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers now on first down. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Intended receiver there was Donald Parham,
but it'll be 2nd down.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.